History does not remember silence. History remembers those who stood alone. This is not just the story of a politician. This is the story of a man who was loved, hated, betrayed, and still refused to kneel. This is the story of Imran Khan, a boy with a dream long before the crowds, before the cameras, before the chants of his name. There was a quiet boy with restless eyes. Born into privilege, Imran Khan could have chosen an easy life. Comfort was never far from him. But destiny does not knock gently on those meant to shake nations. As a young boy, he was not perfect. He was shy. He was stubborn. He failed many times. But one thing was clear: he never accepted defeat in his heart. When he picked up a cricket bat, people laughed. When he spoke of greatness, people doubted. When he dreamed of leading, people mocked. Yet every mockery became fuel. The long road to glory. Cricket was not kind to him in the beginning. Losses piled up. Critics grew louder. Not captain material, too emotional. He will never win. But Imran Khan had something rare: patience with pain. Years passed. Failures followed him like shadows. He watched others rise while he waited, trained, suffered, and endured. Then came 1992. A nation broken by hopelessness suddenly found hope in a man who refused to quit. Against all odds, against stronger teams, against destiny itself, Pakistan lifted the World Cup. On that day, Imran Khan did not just win a trophy, he won the hearts of millions. Children cried, old men prayed, a nation believed again. But for him, this victory was not an end, it was a beginning. Walking away from fame, most men would retire into glory. He didn't. Instead, he walked into something far more dangerous than cricket. Politics. Friends warned him, enemies laughed, supporters were confused. Why ruin your respect? Politics will destroy you. But he had seen something darker than defeat on a cricket field, a nation broken by corruption, injustice, and fear. So he stepped into the fire. Alone. Years of humiliation. For years, Imran Khan stood on empty stages. He gave speeches to chairs instead of crowds. Election after election, he lost. People mocked him again, louder this time. U-turn Khan, Taliban Khan, a failed politician. Television anchors laughed, rivals insulted. Friends walked away, but he stayed, because some men don't chase power, they chase purpose. The rise, no one expected. Slowly, something changed. Young people began listening. Students began believing. The poor began hoping. His message was simple: justice, dignity, freedom. In 2018, against expectations, Imran Khan became Prime Minister. Supporters cried again, just like 1992. But this time, the battlefield was far. Crueler. Power comes with a price. Power exposes everyone. Mistakes were made. Enemies multiplied. Pressure increased. Global powers watched closely. Local elites felt threatened. The system resisted. He spoke of independence. He spoke of saying no. And that word no became dangerous. The fall. Then came betrayal. Allies turned into enemies. Friends became silent. The system closed in. He was removed from power, not by elections, but by politics. The man who once stood at the top now stood accused, isolated, surrounded. But this time, something unexpected happened. The people didn't leave. They came out in millions. A nation awakens from villages to cities. Chants echoed, Hamzinder Hain, we will not bow. For the first time, fear cracked. And fear does not forgive. Chains cannot. Silence. A voice. Then came arrests. Cases, courts, prison. A former prime minister locked behind bars. His health suffered. His freedom vanished. His voice was restricted. But ideas cannot be jailed. From behind prison walls, his words traveled further than ever. Because when a leader suffers with his people, something powerful happens. He stops being a man. He becomes a symbol. Why people still love him? People don't love Imran Khan because he is perfect. They love him because he never pretended to be. They saw him fail. They saw him stand up again. They saw him lose everything and still refuse to kneel. In a world full of silence, he chose to speak. In a system built on fear, he chose courage. The final question: will history remember him as a prime minister or as something bigger? A man who reminded a nation that dignity matters, that courage is contagious, that even one voice can shake an empire. The story is not over. This is not an ending. This is a pause. Because history is written by those who refuse to disappear, and Imran Khan has never disappeared.